Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Gabe and Briana here. We have a divine union reading for you guys today. So with just starting off with the card decks we're going to be using. For the divine masculine, we're going to be pulling from Gods and Titans by Stacey DeMarco. For the divine feminine, we're going to be pulling from the Divine Feminine Oracle by Megan Watterson. I wish there was a divine masculine oracle yeah. Anyway, for the overall union energy, we're going to be pulling from Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. And as always, for the block to the union, we're going to be pulling from The Power of Surrender by Judith Orloff.
Love it.
All right, and we'll just go back and forth. I'm going to pull the first card for the Divine Masculine. You can pull the Divine Feminine if you want, but we'll start here. The Divine Masculine, Hypnos, Sleep.
You get this a lot.
I do.
You get this like a sleep and rest theme a lot.
Yeah, it's a constant thing, and I think it's just kind of like just continuing to heal here and go deeper. Because I feel like for me, it feels like the divine masculine as a whole is going through this thing of like the divine masculine is typically like the giver in the relationship, or like both divine masculine, divine feminine, like give and receive, right? But the primary way like a divine masculine receives his energy is by giving. And so there is this like block I feel the divine masculines have with like giving. Either you give, or you feel like you have to give and not receive, or you're afraid to give. And so like there's like a block there. There's an imbalance there. And I feel like this is kind of on the end of like a reminder that it's important to rest and receive and like give back to yourself. Not just give to others. Because like while giving to others is great, like, and that is wonderful, give all to all, you do have to give to yourself. You are included in that all. You have to give to yourself in order to give to other people. And we just did a reading, similar to like that had a similar message here with like rest and relaxation and sleep. And it's really just about like making sure that you fill your cup up, that you give yourself the love, the support, the rest that you need in order for you to give back. I was wanting to do some readings for this channel, like, and you guys will notice probably last week we didn't have any readings. And there was a bunch of like, I like thought about it. I was like, I want to do a reading tonight. And I was like, oh, God was like, no, it's time to rest. It's time to rest. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And it was like I had to give back to myself so that I could do this reading right now. Because if I didn't, I would have nothing to give you all. And like it's so important to like make sure you're balancing divine masculine and divine feminine too. Like that when you're giving, like you balance that out with giving back to yourself so that you can continue giving to others.
Perfect.
Right. And for the divine feminine?
The divine feminine card is Yemoa, the goddess of all that flows. I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me.
And what do you get from that?
Oh, I just think the card is so beautiful. Like the goddess of all that flows, an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. For me, it's sort of like as the masculine sort of relaxes and, kind of receives himself and rests, the energy is actually able to flow even more through the divine feminine at this time, especially in the form of flowing creative energy. So I give birth to what exists within me. Yeah, this is like, she is giving at this time, and she is receiving herself as she gives. I know for myself, I experience so much joy when I give because I'm also receiving myself at the same time. So like when I sit down and like create a song or like I play the piano, I'm giving to the world, and at the same time I'm also exactly like simultaneously receiving myself and enjoying that artistic expression, enjoying that creative flow. And it's a really alive, like, I don't want to say loop because it's like happening all at once at the same time. So it's not like things are happening in that way. It's sort of like more things are happening like this way, if that makes sense. If you're a visual like learner, where the energy is sort of flowing through and I'm also receiving it as I'm like experiencing it. So for the divine feminine, I feel like this is just all about creativity, sort of sacral chakra energy, sort of flowing energy, and like a freedom to just totally like give and like open up to the world. That's beautiful.
Nice. All right, next card for the Divine Masculine, we have focus. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of the natural step that comes out of this like sleep and rest, is that you are able to like return to that level of focus that you need for your life purpose, for whatever dream or goal you're trying to achieve. You know, a lot of times, I know we've all been there, where it's like you're too like in the weeds and you're too tired and you're like, I just have to get this done, and like you kind of lose focus because like even though you're like in it, you're trying to push forward, like your body's like calling you for that rest that we just talked about. And like once you take that rest, you're actually able to return to focus. You're actually able to focus because you have what you need. You don't have like your body being like, I need sleep, I need to eat, I need this or that. Like when you've taken care of your basic needs, you return to that focus. And like, you know, that can be on anything. It can literally be on like, you know, manifesting your twin flame union, like whatever it is that you're like shooting for right here, like you can like return to that focus.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, divine feminine complement to that is Maki Labdon. I think this is Maki Labdon. Somebody can please correct me in the comments. I'll show you. The diamond-hearted Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. This is sort of the other side of that focus for the divine feminine. So as the divine masculine is sort of focusing, the divine feminine is feeling that release of the fear and that awareness of those ego beliefs within her that she's choosing to free herself from. Awareness allows you to make that new choice of, I recognize that I'm choosing this right now. I'm choosing to believe a lie about myself. I'm choosing to believe something apart from my divinity. And I decide that I don't want to invest any more energy into this. And so I love myself here and I let that belief go. And I see the light in my own darkness. I'm not afraid to look at the dark. I'm not afraid to see the truth. I'm not afraid. Why would I be afraid, right? Like, I'm not afraid. I'm divine. And that sort of calm fearlessness happens simultaneously while the divine masculine is focusing.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, next card. Confidence. And I do want to say, like, before we move to this, like, this also brought up for me while you were talking is like presence. It's like once you have that like focus, you bring all your like your whole presence to it. And that's a big thing for the divine masculine as well, is that present energy. But anyway, moving forward is confidence. And something that happens when you have that focus, when you have that, you know, on your life purpose, when you're, or even on your journey, like as you're clearing blocks, as you're doing work, you build confidence as a divine masculine, as anybody, but like definitely in the divine masculine areas. Like if you, like the more you work, the more you build that confidence, the more like you're going to like build that self-worth that's going to attract your twin flame.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah.
Perfect. And the final card for the divine feminine is Parvati, the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. Oh, I love that. This is awesome. This is like as the divine masculine sort of gathers his strength and moves into that confident place, the divine feminine is feeling that charge and feeling that commitment even deeper. She's feeling that devotion of love. And sort of like what we talked about, I think in a previous video, in a recent video about obedience to unconditional love sets you free. And this woman, Parvati, is expressing that, like, I am a love that doesn't leave. I will not leave. Like, it's something that reminds me of like this quote sort of from the Bible. It's like, a prudent wife is made in heaven, or like a true wife is from heaven. That sort of sentiment of twin flames. Like, your true eternal complement is a real life person, and they belong with you, and you belong together, and you belong in like happy, like marital devotion together. That's beautiful.
Yeah. All right, and the bottom of the deck for the divine masculine, just for the overall energy, is Odin Guidance. And I feel like, you know, that does like kind of round out the message here is like, especially if you're in a space in your journey where you're like, I'm not sure what to do. Like, you know, maybe you're struggling to like rest and find your focus and confidence. Maybe you're just like, I don't know the next steps to take. And like only from a place of peace do you receive your guidance. When you're like not taking care of yourself, not sleeping, you're not like, you're all over the place, or like you're feeling bad about yourself. All of those things are going to impede this guidance. And so working through that with the mirror exercise, as Jeff and Shaleia teach, and like, you know, taking care of yourself, coming to that place of peace and self-love is where you're going to hear God the loudest, where you're going to receive that clarity in the next steps to take, that guidance that you're looking for. And so it's safe to like take the time that you need to rest, you know, focus on your priorities, get clear, maybe make a love list. You can make a love list, not just for your twin flame, but for your life purpose, for your dream job, for whatever it is that you're looking for. And you can also like take some time to build trust and confidence with yourself. Give yourself that space so that you can receive the guidance for your next steps.
And the bottom of the deck for the Divine Feminine is Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Oh, that's so sweet. Like, I love that. It's just like a sweet, nurturing energy. I feel like this is sort of a fathering energy, and this is sort of the mothering aspect of that, sort of the other side of that. And this is like just peacefully holding space for you and your union to really expand into that deep love. And like the love of twin flames, it is like a divine mother, divine father energy, especially like as the underlying theme, I feel like, for this reading is to let yourself be nurtured and to let yourself be parented, especially by your twin flame, and especially with like through divine mother and divine father. Nice. All
right, so the divine, we're gonna do the overall union energy card next. You want to pull it?
Sure. Oh, I pulled this earlier. It is safe for you to love. Aw. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I love that. That's perfect.
Yeah, it's safe for you, no matter what your union looks like right now, it's safe for you to love them. It's safe for you to have that unconditional love. And it's actually really important to have that unconditional love. So even if you see your twin flame off with somebody else, whatever it is, like, it's important to allow them to go through their process so that you can be together in like a loving and like accepting way. Healthy way, That like unconditional love is the basis of your harmonious union. And if you are going to judge them for their process, then like look at that within yourself. Where are you judging yourself? Because how you treat your twin flame is in direct correlation with how you treat yourself. And so when you notice those things about yourself, you can say, you know what? I don't actually like that I'm judging myself here. Like maybe that is true. Maybe you're really hard on yourself. And that's not, oh, I'm hard on myself, so I'm going to be hard on myself. It's, oh, I'm really hard on myself. I don't really like that. I'm going to make a new choice here.
I love myself instead. I forgive myself instead.
Right. And like forgiveness is also like a very like important thing to your harmonious union. So like cultivate that. Know that it's safe for you to love, even if it doesn't look the way you'd like it to look right now. And trust that the divine will work it out for you.
Amen.
Yeah. All right, and the overall block in the union right now is surrender fear.
Nice.
Yeah, like this, you know, I can read this here, but let go of fearful stories that you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. And yeah, it's really important that you don't allow fear to dictate like how you see your union. Like we were saying for the last card, like even if you see them like with somebody else or doing whatever, like it's important to take a moment and say like, you know, like I have faith that love is real. I don't give in to these fearful thoughts that it's hopeless or it's never going to happen for us or maybe in the next lifetime. All of that
I choose love.
I choose love. I choose to have faith in love and peace and the divine. And if there's a desire in my heart, it is for me in this lifetime. It's not, oh, I have a desire in my heart, womp womp, I guess I'll have to wait till next time. You know, like that's not how God works.
No.
And it may take some patience. It may take some unconditional love. It may take some moving through blocks to love, to be with your twin flame, but it is worth it, and it is possible if that desire is in your heart. So trust that and let go of the fearfulness that ego will try to tell you. Because, you know, I'm going to paraphrase this, but like the last like battle, you know, like it's like the prophecy that in the Bible, like the last battle is through marriage, right? Like with Satan
the
or
final
ego.
battle between like ego and love, or the devil and love will be the
Through
battle
marriage.
the battle of marriage and family.
Right. And like
It's like a quote from I think Saint Fatima.
I'm not sure,
It's
but
like a quote that we've heard our spiritual teachers say.
yeah, I'm like I'm so bad with quotes. Like I remember like the gist of it, and I don't remember the actual like who said it or how. But the point is that like ego is always going to try to like separate twin flames. Ego is always going to try to say like you're not good enough, or
You're not worthy.
You're not worthy, or oh, you're too different, it's too impossible, how can love last? Or oh, next time, you know, so you can just give up and not claim what is yours. And you don't have to listen to that voice.
No.
You can choose to hear the voice of love, choose to see through the eyes of love, choose to have unconditional love, and love yourself. And then the way will be paved for you in the most compassionate way for you both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that feels complete to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and hit the notification bell so you'll see our latest videos when they are uploaded. You can see our services at sacredtwinflameunion.com, and otherwise I will see you guys in the next video.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.